Cool. I'll tell you guys. Dude, it's a true story from my past. I didn't know it's going to become relevant again. Okay. This is a true story from my past. I went to law school in the UK, and while I was there, someone had this genius idea. There's an India-Pakistan cricket match. Let's get Indians and Pakistanis together to watch this match. Honestly, didn't know it's going to be relevant again. Then I found out it wasn't one genius, it was two idiots. One was the head of the Pakistan Student Society, the other was the head of the Indian Student Society. They came up with this plan. Right? Now to understand something, there are Indians and Pakistanis born and brought up there. They've met each other. These student societies are for Indians from India, Pakistanis from Pakistan. We've never met. Dude, my granddad and his granddad fought each other. My great-grandfather and his great-grandfather fought together. Something happened in between. I met them and they're sweet only, dude. They're moderate Muslims. I met that president of Pakistan, student society, not fucking Nawaz. One of the sweetest guys you'll ever meet in your life, dude. He was honest also, like, I pray 5 times a day. I don't eat pork because of my religion, but I drink. I was like, oh, moderate Muslim means? He's like, no, I don't think my God cares whether I drink or not. But my parents don't know. Head of the Indian Student Society was on Gujju, who's like, same bro. I also don't eat pork because of my religion, but I drink. My parents also don't know. These two idiots became friends. Then they got drunk and then they came up with the plan. I'll bring the Indians. You bring the Pakistanis. We'll watch India-Pakistan in a bar. It's a recipe for disaster, guys. Now, it'll take me less than a minute. I have to explain the venue. It's important for the story. As soon as you enter this bar, it's a long rectangular room. Okay? Long rectangular room. Right side is the bar. Left side is stairs to go to the first floor. That last wall is 2 stories. That whole wall is painted white. That whole wall is one screen. The first floor is half the length of the room. There's a smaller screen and a balcony. So from a certain angle on the first floor, you can see that small screen and that big screen. Everybody understand where we are? Yeah, no, it's important for the story. Because as soon as we get there, we are told India-Pakistan match is happening on the small screen upstairs. We're like, yo, what the fuck? Right? Like, we united. We instantly unified, like, no, we want big screen. And they're like, no, big screen has been reserved for the local town's football team is playing the neighboring town's football team, that match. I'm like, that match is even televised. Bro, ours is a global conflict. Ours is a worldwide televised event. There, I know the ground. Go outside and watch. No, what the fuck? The bar was like, shut the fuck up. All you brown people go upstairs. And that day, every bouncer they hired was Pakistani and Indian. And we're like, yo, what the fuck? What do they think of us? Right? Because we've never met. Right? And you can do, there's like 50% Indians, 50%. Okay, no. Lots of Indians, equal number of Pakistanis, one Sri Lankan. He's like, I want to watch y'all. Because we've come prepared, guys. Both cricket team and audience have come prepared, and you can just tell in terms of preparation of both cricket team and audience, we're doing better. Just financially, India's way better off. Okay, because the Indians have turned up with 7 Bluetooth speakers that can sync up. I'm talking about more than a decade ago, premium subscription for Spotify. No, 5 guys were split it, but still premium. They had a playlist ready with Chakte India and Lagan songs on loop. Dude, anytime anything positive happened for India, Pakistanis in surround sound are hearing Chakte. They're like, what the fuck? Bro, we brought the vibe. And you can just tell the Pakistanis, they don't have the same resources. Dude, but their lack of resources makes them more creative. Like, we came with the equipment and Bollywood music. They brought their own band. Dude, it's a band called 3 J's. 3 dudes called Junaid. One guy can play the guitar, one guy can beatbox, the other guy can rap and sing. Fucking talented. Dude, their songs are also homemade. Dude, at that time there was a very popular song called Black and Yellow by a rapper called Wiz Khalifa. It goes black and yellow, black and yellow. They made their own version for the Pakistan national cricket team going Hara Pila, Hara Pila, Hara Pila. forward. So talented. The only problem is that cricket team is not as creative. Dude, India is doing too well. You've heard Chakte 20 times now. Now some of us are rooting for Pakistan. Like, hey, do something no, so we can hear your music. Dude, at one point, two Indians walked up to them and was like, bro, we'll pay you. Change the lyrics to Neela Neela, sing for us only. No. Dude, I saw the grassroots level, Bollywood and Pakistan Coke Studio coming together. Okay. What a beautiful sight. It's crazy, man. And like, you have to understand, there's cricket match upstairs, football match downstairs. That finishes way faster. 90 minutes, their game was done. And as soon as their game got done, again we unified. Like, now put our match. Give us the big screen, now play our game on the big screen. And that's when we found out why we didn't get the big screen. It had nothing to do with the size of the screen. It was because that screen was made out of concrete. Like the bar knew. The bar is explaining to us that for Notts County versus Derby, this is their India-Pakistan. I'm like, stop using our global conflict to explain your local bullshit. But the bar knew that whether they win or lose, at the end of the game, whatever is near these people is being chucked at the screen. Dude, now I'm like, fuck, India-Pakistan match. I've got balcony seats. And I'm watching beer mugs, ashtrays, chairs. 3 guys teamed up through the table only, okay? Dude, the wild sight. But you have to understand something. You have to know what kind of whites these are. These are not the ones that Hollywood shows us. No. These are those red meat eating, whiskey in beer chugging, cholesterol ladled, diabetic whites. Their rage lasts 1.5 minutes. Dude, 1.5 minutes I watched of just white fat fucks going, ah, and then collectively went, Now, the exact moment that they paused to catch a breath, something happened in the India-Pakistan match. To this date, I still don't know what happened. Wicket boundary, don't know. Half the brown people cheered. Which half? Don't know. But half the brown people cheered, and then the whites downstairs think that the browns are cheering their loss. So now they start chucking everything up. Trust the whites to unite us one more time, no? Dude, we were watching beer mugs landing on us like missiles. Me and Junaid are hugging each other. We're like, oh, this is what like to be in Gaza. Just one person has empathy for Palestine. Nice. The rest of you, Jewy. No, fine. No, my favorite was there was one old white guy. He 100% had arthritis. Okay? He couldn't reach. So he's pointing at people in the balcony and then throwing it down. This is when I found out that whoever runs this bar, fucking geniuses, okay? Dude, they knew this could happen. The reason why they hired Pakistani and Indian bouncers was not to target us, it was to protect us. Because the second the whites started attacking us, suddenly we see this wave of brown bouncers come and beat the shit out of these white people and kick them out one by one. Again, what a beautiful sight. No, guys, think about that. Picture that, like a bunch of brown people watching from a balcony as brown bouncers beat the fuck out of drunk, poor white people. Dude, in that moment, I was like, guys, if they can organize this once a month, keep the Kohinoor. Because I realized the British, not good to us, but they were good for us. You understand the difference? That every time a politician says he's doing something for me, I think he's doing something to me. Okay? So British, not good to us, for us. I'll explain. When the British first came to India, they saw 4 brown people in the corner and they were like, "Oi, coolies! We're gonna take your land, your wealth and your women and beat you all up equally." And our first reaction was, "What do you mean equally?" I'm upper caste, he's lower caste, that's Muslim. We don't even talk about that 4th fellow. We are not equals. And we confuse the British, like, but you're all brown. And we were like, we hadn't thought of ourselves as a we until they pointed it out. Not good to us, for us. I'll give you another example. While I was there, I met this Pakistani friend, and we one night went to a bar to get drunk. Now, there's an Indian getting drunk, there's a Pakistani getting drunk. So, obviously, we got into this intense geopolitical discussion about cricket. It wasn't even a discussion. It was like, India is the best. No, Pakistan is the best. No, India is the best. No, Pakistan is the best. Then we giggled our asses about how Bangladesh hasn't won a World Cup. We found our unity. And my Pakistani friend says, dude, these Bangladeshis, they're crazy about cricket and they're crazy about fish too. At which point in time, this Bangladeshi from another table gets up and goes, yo, I heard that fish remark. That's how we knew he was Bangladeshi. Right? It's not a brown guy, right? But he comes out and like, wasn't for the fact that I'm here with my girl. I'd call my boys up and beat you two fucking Pakis up for that remark. My Pakistan friend says, oh yeah, I'll call my boys and beat you and your boys up. And I'm like, how dare you call me a Paki? Bangladesh is confused, like, huh? What are you guys talking about? Pakistan, like, what's wrong with being a Pakistani? Like, I didn't say that shit. I just said I ain't no fucking Paki. I'm an Indian from India. Pakistan, what's wrong with the Pakistanis? Better than being a Bangladeshi. Bangladesh, like, hey, Bangladesh. I didn't say any of that shit. I just said I ain't no fucking Paki. I'm an Indian from India. Pakistan, hey, Pakistan is the best. Pakistan is the best. Bangladesh is the best. Like, let's not start this shit. India is the best. India is the best. Pakistan is the best. Bangladesh is India is the best. Pakistan, we got kicked out of the bar. By a white bartender. That's when we realized this identity crisis that the three of us were facing was manufactured by these white people. Let's go to another bar and drink, and we did because we realized the British, not good to us, good children. You were not laughing, you were learning. Dude, I wrote that joke just for that feeling only at the end, by the way. Just so that I can also be like a musician. You do the chorus. Because fuck musicians. I hate them. I don't. Please, I hate music and musicians, and please understand this comes from a pure place of envy. If I could sing, dance, or play an instrument, you think I'd be doing this shit for a living? Dude, it's so hard to be able to sing, dance, and play an instrument. That's why they have professional cover bands. Dude, I'm not allowed to do cover comedy, okay? We have to be original, okay? Every fucked up thing you heard today, we came up with on our own.